All right, I always got to talk about how AI is coming to get us. I think it's important that we all know what's going on. But right now, I want to talk a little bit about Runway and its generative AI video technology. Okay, they just dropped Gen-4, and there's some features that are pretty interesting, and you should know about this. So if you don't know, Runway is an AI startup. They focus on generative AI video. They're one of the big ones out there. And they just unveiled Gen-4. That's their latest video AI model designed to generate consistent scenes and characters across multiple shots. So that means you could use the same character over and over and over again now. So that is addressing one of generative AI's common challenges, maintaining continuity in storytelling. And now with this Gen-4, users can input a single reference image and a description, and the model will produce consistent outputs from various angles. Okay, you can make your own character with generative AI now.
Gen-4 sets a completely new standard for both image and video generation. And it's the first model ever that we're putting out that achieves world consistency. That means that you can create consistent worlds with consistent environments, objects, locations, and characters.
When you can do that, you can start to tell longer form narrative content with actual continuity. You can generate the same characters, the same objects, the same locations across different scenarios. So you can block your scenes and tell your stories with intention over and over and over again.
Gen-4 is now available to all of our paid users and enterprise customers.
Scene references for consistency with character, locations, and objects will be coming soon.
I do want to say this. Gen-4 does seem like a huge step forward for AI video generation, but AI generated content often lacks the nuance, understanding, and emotional depth that human videographers can still bring to the table that generative AI cannot. The artistry involved in capturing a scene, the intuition behind framing a shot, and the ability to evoke genuine emotion are still aspects where human videographers excel over generative AI. And also, I want to point out, with a lot of AI models, like this Gen-4 model, they're trained on huge databases. And a lot of times they are sourced with controversy. For instance, previous models have faced criticism for being trained on scrapped content without proper authorization. And I will say a lot of this is trained without proper authorization. So that raises the ethical concerns about using a technology like Runway for professional settings. But despite all these AI challenges as a business, the race to dominate the generative video technology market is still out there, and it's heating up. There are very big companies like Google and Adobe who are investing heavily into AI generative video technology. So Google has their model, which I'm sure sources from YouTube. Imagine the vast archive they have access to, which will only make their model smarter and smarter and better and realer over time. And then you got Adobe, who is integrating all their AI technology into these creative tools that everyone uses. So this technology is going to be integrated whether we like it or not.
So Runway's update to their video model is obviously boasting, better fidelity and output quality, but more importantly, they came out swinging with consistency in character, location, and color grading, stating, Gen-4 can utilize visual references combined with instructions to create new images and videos utilizing consistent styles, subjects, locations, and more, and all without the need for additional fine-tuning. Runway did, of course, showcase this, releasing a number of short films available over on their platform where you can check out sort of the consistency thing in action. And overall, I have to say that things are looking very promising here. Now, that said, that particular feature is not shipping at launch. That's okay, though. There's plenty of other really great stuff to go over here, and I don't think it'll be long before we see it. In the meantime, Gen-4, as it stands on its own, like today, is a pretty solid model. Overall, I definitely have to say Runway definitely cooked for Gen 4, and there's still more coming. I mean, obviously there is the much touted reference feature, but even more than that, I mean, I presume that there will be updates to expand Act 1, first frame, last frame, and restylize, to name a few. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for all of those features, and I will let you know as soon as they drop.
So this surge in AI development, it really signifies a broader industry trend toward automation and efficiency. However, even as good as these models are, I feel like it's still very important to balance this technology advancement with real human creativity. I still see them as tools designed to assist and not replace the human touch. The future of filmmaking lies in harmonious collaboration, if that makes sense, between a human with creative thinking and technological innovation. That's the way it's always worked. As storytellers, I think embracing these tools is a must, and it can open up new realms of creativity. But it's still our unique individual perspectives and our own emotional insight that will still drive a compelling narrative. What do you guys think? Are you guys actively using AI now? Okay, let me ask this question. Since this time last year, how much more are you using AI? Let me know in the comments below.